In the small town of Cheselwyck, there are 7 bus routes, but only 1 tram. A museum which exhibits a dinosaur skeleton. A castle ruin with a beautiful view, but without a ghost. To make up for that, though, there's a biscuit factory with a factory outlet. At the very edge of town, where you can already see the fields and hear the railway crossing gate, Fennel Vennel is situated. Number 19 is owned by Mr. Clever, but he doesn't live there. This is where people like Ernest live, the arts teacher, who's in love with the postwoman, and a nosy widow called Mrs. Pondicherry, and Janitor Woods, who's also the coach of the water polo team. But this isn't everything going on at Fennel Vennel number 19.
As usual, the children are playing in the courtyard. Here comes Mr. Woods, the janitor. He's looking for something. What has he lost? Tomek says, "What are you looking for?" And Mr. Woods says, "The key to the attic." The children of Fennel Vennel 19 are all quite intrigued. The key to the attic. None of them had ever been to the attic before. Now they all wanted to see inside. Who knows all the things waiting for them? Pipa asks, "And what if there are ghosts living up there? They'll get quite a fright when we come in." "There's no such thing as ghosts," says Tomek. And Pipa's face turns red. Tanya and Tonya know exactly what there is to be found in the attic. There will certainly be an antique wardrobe full of old, beautiful gowns. And a gramophone. And then they can dance, just like at a fancy ball. "You can cancel the dance," says Tomek. "But the gramophone would be a nice thing to find. Or, even better, a chest with old books and blueprints. Willy would like to find a chest as well, but the chest should be full of treasure. A pirate's booty, full of gold and precious jewels. Maybe also sausages and comics. Whatever there might be, they must first go up to the attic and find out." Now it gets exciting. But in the attic, there's nothing. Just an old radio. Tomek is thrilled. An old radio! Let's see if it still plays. Oh no! The power's gone out. In this moment, the light goes out in the Wheeler's apartment. In the same moment, Miss Carlington switches the oven on. Right when Ludmilla hits a wrong note. And just when Tiffy Kellerman has a visitor. And everything's gone dark in Widow Pondicherry's living room. At the same time, Miss Gardner is trying out a new hairstyle. And Mr. Woods, the janitor, is replacing the bulb in his kitchen lamp. "Now what's the matter?" he wonders to himself. No power in the whole house. "The last time this happened was in '78, in the middle of that terrible blizzard," says Widow Pondicherry. "Not a thing was working." But outside, there's no wind or snow. The residents of Fennel Vennel 19 are wondering. "There's no power in the whole house," say Tanya and Tonya. What if the whole street has no power? Says Pippa. What if the whole town has no power? But then there wouldn't be a single light to be seen. Then the tram would stop running. Then the moon would stop shining. Now, says Tomek. And Willy says, maybe that's exaggerating a bit, but Pippa thinks it's all rather nice, really, because everyone is lighting paper lanterns. And everything is quite peaceful, now that the biscuit factory has stopped working. What? Says Willy. No more biscuits? And no cinema? And no television? And no music? All because Tomek had to push the button. Ah, but there is music, says Tomek. The Akrassimowitches can still make music, even with the power out. Mr. Woods is having a look at the circuit breakers. He switches the main breaker back on, and the basement light comes back on. The lights in the stairwell are shining again. And so is the lamp in the attic. The radio's working again, says Tomek. The others are worried that everything will go dark again. But now it's quite nice to be up in the attic of Fennel Vennel 19.